What is going on, you guys? It's Alec from AZ Fit, back with another video. Today is Friday, September 17th. I'm just outside doing a quick morning walk, and then we're gonna head back and get meal one. As you guys just saw, I weighed myself this morning. I was 81.35 kilograms, which is 179 pounds on the dot, which is actually a new low weigh-in for prep. So my coach and I are probably going to add in some more carbs today. I did have a high carb day yesterday, but again, when we add carbs in, it seems like my body just really flushes out water and tightens up really nicely. So probably have a nice bump today in carbs to fill out for tomorrow's show. It feels like I was just recording last week's video for you guys, but I wanted to bring you along again. This week, we're going to be competing in the Inbf Northwest Royal Championships. So I'm really excited for that. It sounds like it's gonna be a really solid turnout. I actually know a few people competing. Bring you guys along with that. The schedule is gonna be pretty similar here. I'm gonna get a haircut here in the morning and then do the same pump up session that I did last week. Same thing, nice and easy. Just trying to get blood to the muscle and stay warm. And then later on today, I'm going to go to the show hotel, get my tan, do check-ins, do all that nice stuff, and then kind of relax for the rest of the day, get our meals in. And yeah, so I mean, the work has been put in, so it's just about fine-tuning a few details, making sure we're coming in full and sharp tomorrow. My stage weight last week was around 184, so it looks like we're going to come in around 181 tomorrow, a few pounds lighter. Definitely going to be sharper on stage, which I think is going to be good. We made a few tweaks to poses, so I think overall we're going to bring a much better package, even just in 1 week. So looking forward to that. So I'm going to bring you guys along today. Hope you guys enjoy. See you in the next one. All right, you guys, we are back at home, and I have meal number one here prepped up. So over on the right, I have 153 grams of tuna with a little bit of pepper on it. And then here I have 72 grams of cream of rice, a little bit of baking cocoa powder, and then 60 grams of pumpkin. And then I did just a dash of cinnamon in there, no sweetener or anything, keeping things really simple, bland, and plain. And again, today and tomorrow, we're just keeping water and sodium nice and constant. We want to eliminate as many variables as possible. Today we're going to bump up carbs to 350. So I'm going to do about 5 meals. So we're going to do average about 70 carbs per meal. And then my coach is going to see how I'm looking later this afternoon, and we can decide whether we're going to bump it up again or keep it the same. So I will see you guys after my haircut. All right, y'all, we got cleaned up. I didn't take anything off the sides just because I had a skin fade last week. But we kind of just lined up the front here, and the sideburns, then the back of my neck, cleaned up this little spot on the side. I'm just gonna make sure we're looking good again for tomorrow. So now we're gonna head to the gym, do the same light pump up session that we did last week. So I'm not gonna film the entire thing again just because you guys saw it from last week. But again, we're just trying to, you know, stay warm, get those carbs to the muscles so we can fill out the glycogen stores. And yeah, so I'll see you guys back at the gym and then back at the house for meal number 2. All right, you guys, just got back from the gym, finished that pump up session, and I have meal number 2 cooked up here. So I've got 250 grams of steamed potato, 5 ounces of grilled shrimp, and then I have 1 rice cake here with 14 grams of honey, 16 grams of almond butter, and then I just put 1/4 teaspoon of salt on the meal. Again, just keeping salt about 1/4 teaspoon with every meal, keeping that consistent and predictable. And then I'll also have some water with this meal as well. I will see you guys for meal number 3. Just out here taking my dog for a little walk. So one of the best things that you guys can do for glucose uptake into the muscle, which is what we want right now when we're filling out, is some light physical activity, just walking. I'm just doing a 5 or 10 minute walk in between meals here. It's going to get those nutrients, as I was saying, driven into the muscle a little bit. And you know, staying hydrated between meals is extremely important too. So for every gram of carbohydrate that's stored as glycogen, it's somewhere between 3 and 4 grams of water. So that's why it's extremely important that you guys aren't cutting out your water at the end of peak week, because you actually need that water for the glycogen to be stored properly as muscles. So remember that. Just gonna try to relax here, and we'll eat meal number 3 here shortly. Alright, you guys, we made a quick stop at Fred Meyer just to pick up some goodies for the weekend, because we're hopping back on the diet on Sunday after the show. But here is meal number 3. So I've got 130 grams of organic chicken breast here, and then I've got 79 grams of cream of rice with 14 grams of 100% dark chocolate, and then just a dash of cinnamon. So I'm gonna get this meal down, send some update pictures to my coach to see if we are filling out properly, and we're gonna go from there. All right, you guys, we are all checked in for the show, and I got my base coat tan. I'm gonna be number 41 on stage tomorrow. They got us this little like goodie bag filled with some samples and a shaker cup and everything, which is pretty cool. And then also gave us a little t-shirt here. So it's always cool when you get little goodies as a competitor. But yeah, so got all that out of the way. The plan for tonight is I'm gonna head back, send another round of update pictures to my coach, and then we're gonna kind of see if we need to push carbs a little bit hard tonight to make sure we're filled out, or if we're good and we just need to kind of maintain. But yeah, guys, just, you know, the work is done here, so we just need to find the right look here and hold it into tomorrow. So I'll see you guys back at home for meal number 5.
Maybe there is the A in the ansioso.
Soy seguidor del Islam, y sin embargo me veis.
Alright, y'all, good morning. Today is Saturday. It is show day again. Just sent check-in pictures to my coach. My weigh-in this morning was 179.5, which is pretty low, but I think we're looking pretty sharp. Definitely still some room to fill out here. So I got a bump in carbs up to 80. So here's what I'm gonna do for meal number 1. So I've got cream of rice and then just a small serving of tuna. And then I just did 10 grams of almond butter with the cream of rice as well. So I'm gonna get this meal down, wait a few hours, send another round of check-ins to my coach, and then we're gonna plan for meal number 2 while I'm at the venue. So I'll see you guys then.
Bags yesterday. I brought 10 bags of 230 grams of rice, so 60 grams of carbs.
You guys just got off stage. There were 2 other men in my class for open heavyweight bodybuilding. Felt really good with our look, so we'll see how we stack up. We're just kind of relaxing here. The fam got some food in intermission, and then we're gonna head back for the night show, and I'll do my routine, and then we'll see where we stack up for awards. So I'll see y'all back at the venue.
our men's bodybuilding open heavyweight class. The winner of this class will compete against the lightweight winner and the middleweight winner for their WNBF pro card. Our third place goes to number 41, Alex Zimmerman.
Right, Zimmy!
Our second place goes to number 8, Juan Luana. And the winner is number 26, Vince Sanders.
Alright, you guys, what is going on? It is now the next day. I didn't really film much more last night after the competition and after we got off stage, just because I kind of wanted to, meet more people, get to know them, kind of enjoy some time with my family and some other great people that I met. So basically all I did last night was I went to the after party meeting, which was where the judges were, where you can ask them for feedback, and I got a lot of great feedback from them. And then also I enjoyed a small meal out with my family. So I just got some fish, potatoes, and green beans, and then a few tacos on the side, nothing crazy. Didn't really do any dessert. Wanted to keep things tight post-show. My coach and I want us to be in a good position here for these last 4 weeks of dieting leading to the last show. But yeah, so let's kind of talk about how the show went. I was really happy with my look. So I got third place in open heavyweight bodybuilding. Again, the class was really competitive. The other two guys in my class, one of them is a pro in 4 other natural federations, and then the other one was actually a master's pro in the WNBF, which is the organization that I competed with. So 2 really tough guys. They were definitely bigger than me, so I think they had about 5 to 10 pounds of additional stage weight. So, and that's kind of something the judges pointed out, was saying that I got kind of out-muscled in a lot of the mandatory shots, which, hey, it is what it is. That's just going to come with time and more time in the sport and experience, getting that muscle maturity and some extra tissue. That's really just the luck of the draw. All that I can control is coming in with my best physique and improving every time. So, we can't really control who else shows up. We can just control our own physique and how we present that to the judges. So some of the feedback that I got is they'd like me to come in 1 or 2 pounds leaner for the next show. So that's, very doable in 4 weeks. I already came in about 2 pounds lighter. I felt I was a lot sharper just in 1 week between my first and second show. So that shouldn't be an issue at all. They also said they want me to improve my composure and posing presentation on stage in terms of looking more professional and effortless. It wasn't that my posing was bad, it's just about kind of tying in transition periods, keeping my core tight, smiling on all the front shots, just looking like I know what I'm doing, and the poses are kind of just up there, kind of a walk in the park, and I'm just kind of displaying my physique the best way as possible. Another thing is my tan was too light, and this can be frustrating at times, especially when you use the on-site tanning service. So it's just something that I'm going to need to pay attention to for this last show, is ensuring that my coat is actually dark enough, because especially when you get on stage and the lights are really, really bright, if your tan is too light, you're just going to get washed out and you won't be able to see all the nice detail and separation that you worked so hard for. And then the last thing is to just add size, specifically in my quad sweep and back thickness. And that's obviously more of a long-term critique and feedback. I can't add a bunch of tissue in 4 weeks. That's going to be added in the off season in a hypocaloric diet where I'm really pushing volume and adding additional tissue. But what we can do that will make a little bit of a difference is trying to come in a little bit fuller. So you know, based on our data collection and how my body responded during the peaking and carbohydrate loading these past 2 shows, we can kind of mess with that, try to make sure that I'm coming in as full as possible. That's something that we can do. So let's kind of talk about the game plan moving forward. So today I'm getting back on my baseline diet and cardio. So I'm currently doing 4 days a week of 20 minutes of cardio. I've been doing the elliptical, and then my low days currently are 250 grams of protein, 125 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of fat, which equates to about 1950 calories. And then when my coach feels like I need a refeed, it's usually I usually get 2 refeed days per week, and that's 295 carb, 50 fat, and then we bring the protein down to 230 grams. So that kind of helps me those days to fill out just a little bit, facilitates some additional training performance. So yeah, we'll move into that. And then I'm also going to resume hard training for the next 3 weeks before we deload again and pull back for the show. So that's going to be really nice just to get back into hard training. I want to make sure that during this period we're holding on to as much tissue as possible and doing a bunch of deloads and pulling back on the volume and intensity. That's kind of how we lose tissue. So at this point, we really want to make sure that we're bringing that volume and intensity back up where it needs to be to hold on to that. And then the other thing is, you know, the head judge saying that I need to come in 1 or 2 pounds leaner. I think we'll be able to get that in about a week or 2 more of dieting and just kind of refining those details. And then we're hoping that we'll be in a good position to feed up into the show versus doing a really aggressive depletion before. And then I think that's going to help my look on stage, and it's going to be a lot more predictable too, without having to drop carbs so low, and you know, keeping water and sodium the same as I said in the previous video. And then kind of post show, I'll go into more detail about this. Be sure to also follow me over on Instagram. I go a little bit more detail into this with my captions, but we're going to be transitioning into a reverse or recovery diet, whatever you want to call it, post-show. And that's going to be where I'm going to get my body fat levels up to a healthier range, be pretty aggressive, and put on a decent amount of weight post-show. Nothing crazy like binging with food. It's just a controlled way to get my health markers back to where they need to be, and getting my, you know, hunger signaling back where it needs to be, so I can transition into a productive off season after that and make the improvements that I need to make. So I'll go into more detail on that in the future, but that's the game plan right now. If you guys have any ideas for videos that you'd like to see, whether you want me to give you my tips of everything that I've learned here through 20+ weeks of contest prep, or, you know, what do I need to do as a first-time competitor, anything like that, I'd love to hear you guys' ideas. If you want to hear like posing recommendations, or how to do exercise and training programming, nutrition, anything like that, feel free to leave a comment down below or send me an email or a DM on Instagram. Love to hear you guys' ideas. But again, really appreciate your guys' support. This is going to be the show day video for show number 2. Looking forward to these next 4 weeks of dieting to bring an even better package. If you guys do want to follow along, be sure to follow me on Instagram. It's AZ with 3 underscores and then fit. I try to post a lot of helpful information and kind of bring you more so along the journey over on that side. If you guys are interested in coaching or any consultations, I have a link tree on my Instagram as well. I'll also put the link down below if you're interested in working with me. As always, be sure to leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you do like this content. Really helps the channel grow, and looking forward to seeing you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.